Hey fairy grasshoppers, it's Bridget. I have some cool news for you today that I want to share with you, and it's about me, little old me. As you can see, I got my background here, especially for you today. I'm going to be decorating my house. I got my Mickey Mouse sweatshirt on for Christmas to decorate, so I'm looking forward to that. And before I start that today, I wanted to connect with you and share with you something pretty special. And I want to say thank you. Why am I going to say thank you to you when I have something special to share? Because in 2019 in March, I got my braces on, and that is when I started my real life psychic vlog. Yeah, that's when I started to do videos here on Fairy Grasshopper routinely. I go for sometimes, and as you know, because you've been following Fairy Grasshopper, sometimes I'll do one almost every single day of the week. I'll do vlogs or card readings or intuitive talks with you or channeling of angels or spirit guides or things like that. I'll do all sorts of stuff, psychic and life, both. And I started a vlog, actually started the momentum because in March 2019, that's when I got my braces, and I wanted to kind of document that process for me. So I encouraged or invited you along in that to heal and to learn from whatever experiences you were having in your life, because the braces journey was very much a learning for me how to really care for myself. It was a physical manifestation of me showing self-care. And I explained this early on in the very beginning of my braces journey that I had researched it for about 2 years, and it's expensive. It was expensive. I'm on a payment plan. It's expensive. And also I have a child that has braces. I have another one that needs them. And so you guys know, especially if you've been through that with your kids or for yourself, you know that it's really a process. It's a commitment financially. It's a commitment to your care of your health, for your mouth, your teeth, all of this. And it has some very impactful lessons about the way we look, how we show up in the world, the expression that we give. Like, do we hide our smile? Do we beam our smile? It brings out insecurities and it amplifies them, not just in the braces place, but in other aspects of life. And it builds encouragement, courage, inner courage. And I actually started on the journey. I actually felt that big push to just do it, take care of my mouth, because I think the biggest momentum came after starting to channel Freddie Mercury. You guys will know that that's about the time that I did it, in fall of 2018, and it kind of built up this momentum. And his teeth were really different, okay? And my smile at that point was very unique. I had a lot of different things going on, like when you watch me talk and speak, like in the bottom of my jaw, on the top of my jaw, and all that. And when I first shared that I was getting invisible braces, like trays, that's what I did. That's the process I did. I felt the need to explain why I was doing it. And looking back on that, I'm like, it's interesting now because I can see the gap here. So I felt the need to explain to you, the viewers, why I was getting braces, like to justify it. Like, so you didn't think I was vain or that it was just cosmetic and I cared about the way I looked and I hated the way I looked. I've never hated the way I looked as far as my smiles go and my features and things. I have struggled, like everyone, at different times of my life with the way I look. And I know that you have too. And for me, like childhood, it was the color of my hair. And if you're new to Fairy Grasshopper, this is natural. I have no pigment. This is makeup. Oh, this is makeup. I'm very fair. I have no pigment in my hair. That's why my eyes are super light blue. I actually have a condition called ocular albinism. It's a form of albinism, which means like less pigment in your skin. That's me. And so, but I was made fun of a lot growing up because of my hair. adults seemed to think it was incredible and amazing and beautiful hair, but everybody my own age thought I was some kind of a freak. And that was tough. I learned a lot about loving myself, and I tried really hard not to let that get to me. And I never hid that. I never hid my hair. I never tried to change it. I never tried to color it. And as the sun comes in and like shows on it, look at that. Ah, my halo. Now I just like embrace my hair and I do whatever I want with it. But my teeth were never something. I never got made fun of because of my teeth, and they were very unique in the way that they were set in my mouth. And I was one of those people who I got my wisdom teeth pulled out later in life when I was like in my 30s. And wisdom teeth, when they come in, can crowd your teeth. So when I was growing up, it wasn't super obvious that I had really turny teeth in the front, my eye teeth and all that. In the bottom, I had an overbite. I've always had an overbite. So it kind of hid the bottom, my little rigid teeth on the bottom anyway. So I never really got called out about my smile. And as I got older, it got worse, because that's what happens. Your wisdom teeth come in and everything starts to crowd and move. And it's not that I was concerned about it like physically, like the look of it, but it was more so I was starting to have a lot of problems with my jaw, because my jaw was way out of alignment. And I would go and get adjusted chiropractically, but it only helped for a short amount of time, and then it would go back. And grinding my teeth a lot because of stress. And so I had a lot of pain in my jaw, and it hasn't totally gone away. It's gotten way, way better since I had braces and I had rubber bands and the whole 9 yards, and to adjust my jaw. And it's helped a lot. There's no clicking. There's no like major stress trauma in this side of my jaw, especially on my right side. And so it really helped. The straw that broke the camel's back was when I got the flu really bad a couple years ago. And like the bad flu. I was like lightheaded, didn't feel good. I was in the bathroom and dealing with a lot of flu releasement, let's just say that. And I stood up and felt like I was going to faint. I grabbed the countertop and I fell and I hit the floor, the tile floor. And because my tooth, it was this one, I think it was on this side, was so far up here in my mouth and turned, like it was really forward and turned. You'll see that on other videos. It literally cut part of my lip, like gave me a big fat lip. And after that experience, I was like, oh my gosh, like I could have put my tooth right through my lip. It could have cut like my whole lip and stuff. I mean, it could have been way worse. I could have chipped that whole tooth off, and it's all crooked. And so how are they going to fix that? How do you repair that tooth? And you just fix one. I mean, there were all these things that were going through my mind, and I was like, this is serious. Like, it's getting to be too much. It's uncomfortable. My lip was kind of sticking out a little bit. It was getting worse, not better, because the teeth still move. So I was like, okay, it's time to do this. But I felt the need, the lesson part, I felt the need to just explain that to you. Like to tell you why, to justify why I was doing it. And the truth is, you do it because you want to do it, because it's right for you. So if you want to get Invisalign, that's the company I went with, braces, and they should sponsor me, don't you think? I went with them, and I was happy with the process for the most part. It had some ups and downs, but for the most part satisfied with the process. And if you want to get them for yourself, just because it bothers you that your teeth aren't quite right on the top, or you just want to look different, you want to be able to smile and not be self-conscious, then do it. It's just like physical things that people do. You know, they put stuff in their like face, like injections or Botox or whatever. I don't know what's used, because I haven't done that. Obviously, if you look at me, I got a lot of I could use some fillers and some stuff, but I don't like needles, so that really doesn't work well for me. I'm just gonna have to age gracefully. But my point is, you gotta do what's right for you. So there's another thing I'm gonna tell you about appearances, okay? That I've learned for myself too. I think it was 2011, I actually had surgery on my eyes for the second time. you will notice I have on my right eye, it's very, it doesn't have as much oomph as my left eye. My left eye kind of dominates. My left eye is powerful, strong leader. My right eye just kind of follows along and gets distracted sometimes. And so I have amblyopia, which is like a lazy eye, which is such a rude term. Let's not call it that. An eye that just likes to do its own thing. It's got like attention deficit. It kind of goes, in my case, it would go off to the right side. And that drove me nuts. And I got teased about that. Even in college, like I had somebody kind of tease me about that. And in pictures, it would bother me so much because I would try to focus, but I couldn't always bring my eye to like focus because I didn't have that much muscle control because the muscle was loose. And so that's why it would just do its own thing, especially when I was tired. And it got to the point where I was like, it was a self-conscious thing. Like I didn't like the way it looked, but it started to become a problem. Like it was really affecting my vision because when I tried to read something, I could see multiple things, different words at the same time. Imagine that. Imagine your brain trying to process words on this page and words on this page. So I'd have to cover up this page. And when I was doing stuff on the computer, it was a nightmare. Especially when I was working on some of my grad school stuff. I was like always on the computer and that tires your eyes. And I was just like, it was tough. It was not, it was becoming a very functional need. And so I did get my eye fixed, brought it back in. And so every once in a while now you will see that my right eye does kind of go in a little bit more now instead of out, but it goes in a little bit when I'm tired. And that's just because of the muscle. So, but I did fix that. And so I was very happy with that. That was a very painful surgery. It was the second time in my life I had that surgery on my eye. It was awful. It feels like there's sand and glass in your eye for about 3 months and your eye gets all red and bloodshot and it's gross. And so if you have kids that have eyes that wander, get it fixed when they're younger, like 4 or 5, 6, because they're super resilient and they bounce back and it's no big deal. My daughter had the same surgery. My son also had, I think my son had the surgery. I can't remember if my son had the eye surgery or not. My daughter did. And it's just, it's so much easier. They're less babies than we are. The older we get, we're super aware of all the stuff and we worry about it. So it was tough. I don't know that I'll ever do it again. I might need to for functionality so I can keep my vision strong and stuff. And I'll just cross that bridge when I get to it, make that decision when I get to it. But I share this with you because it's just like this natural process of taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves enough that it doesn't matter what other people think, no matter what kind of work you're having done, or no matter what you choose to do with your hair, what you choose to do with your face, your skin, your teeth, your mouth, your eyes, your smile, your ears. Like today, I decided to put my second earrings in. My daughter said, "You don't have double pierced ears." I said, "Yes, I do. I just don't wear 2 earrings. I barely wear 1 earring. Are you kidding me?" But now that when I wear my hair up a lot, now that it's really short, you can see both. So I thought, today I'm going to wear my double earrings. Had to get my little Mickey Mouse in here with my holiday earrings. So whatever you want to do, big earring here, whatever, pierced, whatever, do your thing. Do what feels best for you. And you don't owe anybody any explanations at all. So the reason why I'm doing this vlog is to tell you and show you. I'm going to get real close. Notice anything different about my smile? Do you notice? Do you notice? Yes? No more buttons. These are little button fasteners, little bumps on my teeth to wear my trays. And tea time. Oh, it's a little chilly because I was setting up my background. Tea. Cheers. I can drink tea, I can drink coffee all day long. Are my teeth perfect? No. Are you kidding me? In fact, they gave me the option to keep going on my bottom teeth because they're still a little wonky. But I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm embracing. I'm not going for perfection here. I'm not some model on the cover of Vogue that has to have perfect teeth. But now I can smile and look at my lip is like a little bit like not so pronounced on the top. See that? when I wear my retainers, kind of sticks out a little bit. And so it kind of pushed my lip forward. And I was a little worried about all the extra wrinkles. But now it's all smooth and it's awesome. So today I'm going to celebrate with you in 2 ways. This is a long vlog. Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. I hope you learned something from the first part. You be you, okay? You do your thing, all right? Other people don't have to understand it or think it's a smart use of money. My husband was so, I have to just blow my nose a little bit. Ooh, sorry. Dry, it's dry in here. I actually should grab, you know, I do have a humidifier. Maybe I'll turn one on, but I hope you learned from the first part about doing whatever you need to do for yourself and not having to justify it to others. Other people don't have to agree or approve of your choices. That's why they're yours and not theirs. Yeah, that's why we have free will. That's why we're independent. That's why we're adults. We make our own choices. And we live with our choices and our lack of choices. When you don't choose yourself, then you live with that. There's a part of you that's rejected, that you rejected you. Other people can reject you. It's not quite as painful as you rejecting yourself. Remember that. My husband, I am fortunate because I have a very supportive, loving partner. And he was all encouraging. He's like, yeah, do it. Get the braces. I know you've struggled with your jaw and your teeth. Yes, get the braces. Do what makes you happy. I'm like, yes, I want to do it. I was nervous about the money. I felt bad. It's like half a car payment a month just to try to do it for me. I was like, oh gosh, should I spend the money on that? My husband was like, just do it. Do it. It's fine. Just do it. So I have a couple more months of payments left, so I'm going to have to make sure I squeeze those out. But right now, we're going to celebrate. So cheers with the tea, and I have some tea I'm going to share with you and recommend to you. Even if you're not a tea drinker, to help you not drink so much coffee during the day, try these. Okay, so I have 2 different packets of tea that I'm going to share with you. The one I have in here now is part of, there's 2 sampler sets I'm going to share with you. This one is a fall set. It's got pumpkin, apple cider. This is awesome because it's not like sweet and icky and sugary or anything like that, but it still gives you that apple cider vibe. Oh, I love the apple cider vibe. Yes, and it's not going to give you calories and anything like that, especially if you want to try to be clean, you know, with your sugar intake and stuff. The apple cider is my favorite out of this whole thing. And then there's this one that is the hibiscus cranberry. And I love the smell of cranberry, you guys. I have a cranberry lotion that I just adore. Oh my gosh, I just love it. And I use it in the winter, and I just got another thing. I'm like, put it on my hands, hand cream. Oh, it smells so good. And so I like the smell of cranberry. This is tart. So if you like that, if you're not sweet or savory type and you like a little bit of tart, kind of sour, almost sour, this is good. The cranberry is good. It's a bit too tart for me. Most of the time I want something a little bit sweeter. I'm looking for almost like a reminiscent of those days when I used to go through the drive-thru at Caribou and get some mocha thing or some pumpkin spice latte thing or some, oh my God, gingerbread mocha is my favorite. Okay, stop. Those are the days when the metabolism was high and I was young and had extra money to waste on Caribou drive-thru. But this, you can get the sampler pack. You got cranberry, hot apple cider, pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is good. It's not icky sweet. It's perfect. This has been awesome for me. And remember, you can add in a little milk, little almond milk if you want, a little creamer, whatever works for you to sweeten it up if you need to a little bit, little honey maybe if you need a little more sweet or a little more cinnamon to your pumpkin spice, add some cinnamon in there. It's awesome. And this is the fall version. I'm going to set links to these 2. I'm going to share this other one with you in a second. I'm going to set links below because these are great gifts, especially for people you don't want to like offend them by buying them clothing or something they're not going to use. They're going to use this. And if they don't like it, somebody in their family will like it. And here's the coolest part. They come apart. So you literally could do, these ones I didn't take off, obviously. You literally could give 3 gifts with these. You could put these in some fuzzy socks and off you go. Here you go. Mail one of these. You could just put it in a bubbly envelope, not that expensive to mail, and you're giving a gift to a friend and saying, hey, on our next Zoom call, let's share some tea. This reminds me of you. Give it a try. So, I mean, what a cool idea. I like variety. I like choice, and I like to try new things. This is an easy way, risk-free way to do it. So there you go. So let's have some more tea. It's the scent. Especially during this season, it's the scent, the fall, the smell of the leaves, the smell of the wet earth. It's the winter, the candles that Grandma burns. Do you remember like going into Grandma's bathroom and like having this little candle going that kind of had all this winter Christmassy smell? Yeah. Or what about the pines, you guys? The fresh pine smell of the real trees in the house, like that kind of stuff. Here is a set for you for the holidays, no matter what you celebrate. So this is the Christmas one, or the holiday. I think it's considered the holiday set. Peppermint, which is like, woo, it's not so intense that you can't drink it, but I'm not a fan of peppermint. So I'm not a big candy cane fan and that kind of thing. But peppermint, this one is not in your face. It's not super, it doesn't have a major aftertaste. It's fresh. The peppermint one is fresh, peppermint bark. This one I would recommend trying if you like that kind of like a fresh, if you want like a fresher kind of a, it's not a warm, like cuddly taste. It's a little more fresh, but it's not bite. It doesn't bite. I don't like peppermint, so I wouldn't purchase this on its own. But in this pack, it's totally fine. I'm fine with this. In fact, I was thinking, hey, if I mixed this with hot chocolate, I wonder how that would taste. I don't know for sure, but I'm like, a little creative. And then we've got Comfort and Joy. This one it's got, I don't have my glasses, so I can't read. It's like spicy something or other. Let me get my glasses on so I can read this. Actually, I'll put the description below, you guys. I'll put a description below. Comfort and Joy. And then we have Cinnamon Vanilla. The Cinnamon and Vanilla, let's talk about this one first. This one's very mellow. It's not intense or in your face. It's very calm. It's mellow. I would actually like it to be a little more woohoo. Actually, I think I might add a little more cinnamon just to have more of a bite to it, but it's soft. Cinnamon vanilla, and it smells good. It's just, this one kind of feels like a nighttime. I'm going to watch a movie and just cuddle in, be mellow, relax, listen to Christmas music. Okay, I'm going to that place. I liked this one, but it's really mellow. You can make it darker, richer if you want. It's really mellow. This one is my favorite, the Comfort and Joy one. Again, these pop off. Look at this. You can give them to all your friends. So cute. You could put a little note right here. You could put a little, like, if you're really creative, you could put like a sticker and put it right here on here and make a little note, little quote from maybe your favorite Christmas movie or Christmas song, whatever. This one's my favorite. I love this one. This Comfort and Joy one. Okay, so it's black tea with spices and fruit, it says. But I wonder if I can see what the notes are. Let's see what the ingredients are. It says cinnamon and cloves with the spicy cinnamon and cloves and black tea, it says. Cinnamon and cloves. It's perfect. I like this one as my favorite. Okay, now I'm not going to be able to open it. Let's see. It just pops right off. Comes in here. I don't know how many you get in each one. I can't remember. 12. There's 12 tea bags in each one. And the tea bags are like this, which I like because I don't like the string hanging around. You just pop it in there, grab it out with your little tongs or your little chopsticks or whatever, and set it on a little plate. If it's too much, if you've had enough and it's good, then you can use the same one later. That's my little tip. Let it dry out and use the same one later. I'm not kidding you guys. This can go a long way. And, it's not an in-your-face smell, but this is Christmas to me. This one, Comfort and Joy, just, oh yes. This is a good one. This is one I would consider buying on its own, for sure. Getting a great big jug of it. Same with the hot apple cider from the fall one. I love the hot apple cider. I have one, a big full container just of this because I love it. It's perfect It's perfect autumn, you know, October, November, December. It's perfect, perfect, perfect autumn. So we're celebrating with these, and I'm going to put the links below. So if you want to get these for yourself or maybe a friend or maybe grandma, my grandma would love teas like this. In fact, you know what? I should send her some. I should send her some like this because she likes the teas. So here you go. Cool, huh? See? Trying new things. No more braces. Celebrating with me. Okay, so I said we're celebrating 2 ways. One is with our tea. Okay, let me have another drink of our tea. Yummy. And now we're going to celebrate with this. This is a mirror, but I need it because why? Because we're going to put on lipstick. You're going to put lipstick on with me. Got a couple different kinds. I got my Neutrogena. I got some from Ulta Beauty. Stuff that I haven't worn very much in the last year and a half. And I got this one. This one is actually a Kylie Cosmetics one. This is the, I don't know what, I can't quite see the, it actually has kind of a nice smell to it. I like this one. It's kind of a brown one. It was for her mom. Like she made it for her mom. That's why it has like the middle finger up there. Okay. All right. We're just going to ignore that part. That's a little sassy and I like sassy. You know that. So let's put on some lipstick because I can't, when you have braces that stick out like that and they're clear, guess what? When you take them on and off, if you've had lipstick on, it really stains them. It gets stuck in the little cracks and crevices, and even when you try to clean them, it's hard to get it off, and because it's like oil, lipstick is oily based, you know, it's hard to get it off and it looks nasty. So when you've seen me in videos, when I put a little bit of lipstick on, I take it off right after. So I pretty much lived in Vaseline on my lips, which I like anyway because of the winter and stuff. But so I'm going to put on some lipstick here. Let's just see here if I can do this. See if I can do this without, there we go. Okay, put on some lipstick. All right. Okay, so actually maybe I'll put the slippery kind on. No, I'll put the thick kind on first. This is my Neutrogena one. I like this one a lot. This one's awesome. It's kind of like a, it's like you can tell because I've used it a lot before I got my braces, and even when I would put this one on, I like these two the best. It's like a lip gloss, but it has color. It's like a lipstick that's kind of like a lip gloss. So it doesn't have this icky, weird, thick feeling on your lips, and I like that the most. So it's easy and it's different colors. I don't know what the name of this one is. Neutrogena Revitalizing Lip Balm. Neutrogena Revitalizing Lip Balm. I'll put a link below to that, but you can get it anywhere. The drugstore, your box stores, Ulta probably. I don't know for sure in Ulta, but. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put this one on a little bit to add color. It's been a while since I've done this, you guys. Ooh. Here you go. I should put bright red and then Channel Maryland, huh? Just a little bit. I've never been good at the makeup thing. I just play with it. I'm not like an expert. Some people I know are freaking magic with their makeup. I'm not going to put it all the way to the edges, just in the middle. I could have got really fancy and tried to do lip liner, but that would have been a joke on here. So I'm going to put this on. That was my Kylie Cosmetics. I did that one time. You probably see it on here. I did a review. I had purple. I ordered the purple one, her purple lip kit, because I thought it would be fun for my Prince fans. I did that. That's probably in here. It's on here, I'm sure. Okay, so let's focus, Bridget, focus. I am creaming this on here, you guys. I'm caking it on. Oh yeah, oh, it feels so good to put lipstick on. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, Oh, I'm so gonna cry. Look at this smile. Yay. Oh, yes, I like that. It feels like when you put lipstick on, even when I got my sweatshirt on and I'm all casual, it just makes me feel a little more fancy. Kind of doesn't fit me though. I'm not used to having it on anymore. Oh, I like this warm kind of coppery brown. So now what I would probably do, usually, like my years before my braces, and put a little bit of a highlighter in the middle, a little bit of a kind of a glossy, shiny gloss here. I was actually making an effort to look good. Now I'm like, you guys, we're all casual. We're all casual here, right? Some days, though, don't you just want to dress up, you guys? Yeah, me too. I just want to dress up some days. So what do you think? Isn't it awesome? Mwah! Yay! Hey, thanks so much for celebrating with me. I so love being able to share these milestone moments with you, the growth and the psychology and the energy and the feeling and the intuition and the healing behind it, behind the journey. Being a real person that is also a spirit is not easy. And you know it because you're doing it, you're living it. That's why you're watching Fairy Grasshopper, because the goal here is to inspire your spirit and to fill you with hope. You guys do that for me every time I sit down and do a video with you here, because a vlogging style channel like this provides variety. It gives me diversity in how I can express myself with you. And I hope that by doing that, by doing videos like all of these kinds of videos, I hope it encourages you to share yourself more with others as well. Maybe not on YouTube, but maybe in your interpersonal relationships, maybe with your friends. Deepen those relationships that you already have by sharing more of who you are without the need, without that caveat for needing their approval, for needing their advice or guidance, but coming from a place of standing in your truest, most confident self, your true self, your real self, and loving yourself, caring so much about yourself that you're willing to do that in your and through your relationships with others. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. Happy holidays. We're just starting those out here. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, lots of inspiration, and a whole ton of hope. Check out the links below if you're interested in some of the things that I shared with you today in our celebration. Braces off celebration. The teas, the Neutrogena lipstick, the lip balm, Revitalizing lip balm that I used. Cheers, you guys. Thanks so much for being here.